Hello, and welcome to the Proverbs 31 Online Bible Studies Volunteer Team, the O Team. We're so excited for you to be starting in your service alongside us. This is a brief walkthrough of our Volgistics Volunteer Information Portal. My name is Lindsay Todd. I'm coming to you from the Volunteer Services Team. I'm going to share my screen and let you take a look at the short process we're asking of you. You were given 3 links for this training. One was the video walkthrough you're watching. The second was a direct link to the Information Center portal for Proverbs 31 online Bible studies. That's what you see here on the screen. The third link is a link to the written instructions that should be further assist you. When you come to the online Bible studies information portal, you're going to use the email address you gave us in your volunteer application as your login name. You were given a temporary password in the email. Go ahead and type that temporary password and log in. You will immediately be taken, or shall I say, forced to change your password to something unique to you, of course. You'll put in your temporary password, then you'll put in your new password, you'll confirm your password, and then you'll hit save. The only instructions for this is it just needs to be different than the temporary password you sent you, be between 8 and 30 characters long, and contain both letters and numbers. And again, once you enter in, go ahead and click Save. Once you do that, it will automatically take you back to the Home tab. Here on the Home tab, there are a number of shortcuts. You can click on the Meet with Kendra or Meet with Beth picture, shortcut here to take you to a form that will allow you to request a meeting with either one of these ladies in our leadership. In the center, you can take a look at the assignments that are set up for you. We want you to take a look at that. You won't be able to change it, but if you have any concerns or anything is incorrect, please email us at obscommunications@gmail.com, and we'll be able to make any corrections that are necessary there for your assignments. Over here on the left, you can click on the O Team Contact List to take a look at a list of all our volunteers, alphabetically or by team, and that's helpful as you serve with us. These 2 links we're going to talk about as we move across the tabs. Post Your Hours is simply a shortcut to right here to the Timesheet tab, and the text message Opt-in is a shortcut to the Account tab where you change your password. We'll talk about those. One other thing that I want to point out right now is if you're on a mobile device, Volgistics is mobile friendly, keep in mind your screen will look a little different. For today's demonstration, I'm going to be using the desktop version, but if you have any questions because you're on the mobile version, please email us and we would be happy to assist you. So here, of course, is our Home tab. Next up here is the Mail tab. Mail is simply the opportunity to keep track of any mail you have received or sent through the portal. Now, when we send you any email from the Volunteer Services Team, you're going to be sending that directly from Volgistics, but it will go to your personal email address. Do not feel like you have to come back here and check for email. Your email is going to come right to the personal email address. But if you ever don't feel like digging around and you want a quick way to access some of the information that's been sent to you, you can certainly find it here. Today, this is going to be the most important tab that we talk about, My Profile. When you submitted your application to Proverbs 31 Online Bible Studies, we have taken that information from your application and transferred it here. And today, we would like you to verify that what we have is accurate. So we want you to roll down each of these areas and verify your name, your address, your cell phone number, and click here if it's okay to call you at this number. Please check your email address and make sure that it is a valid email address that we can use to communicate you on a regular basis. If your email address shown here is not the one you want to use for Proverbs 31 OBS communication, please email obscommunications@gmail.com and we will change it for you. Email is the only part of your contact info that you cannot change yourself. Check all of the other information. Anything that needs changed, simply update it and click Save. The demographic section will contain your date of birth if you submitted it. You can have this as an option here if you wish. You can add an ethnicity if you wish and hit Save. Your online presence should be represented here, and we appreciate you making sure you have accurate spelling and names for all your social media platforms. Click Save if you make any changes. Next, emergency contact. If you're interested in providing us with someone to contact in an emergency, you can add that information here. It is optional. Now next, a photo. We would absolutely love to have a photo uploaded of you, and you can do that by clicking right here, Upload, and bringing on a photo from any device. And last, but very important to us, when you've completed this review, mine is already checked, but yours will be blank. Please come down and put a check mark in the box and click Save. Okay, that's the main task we want to complete right now. I'll explain the rest of the tabs briefly. My service history for you as a new volunteer will not contain any hours that you've served as you are just beginning. This area is where you can just view what we are maintaining as the hours you've submitted in the Service Proverbs 31 online Bible studies. And this, the timesheet, is where you're going to submit those hours. Back on the Home tab, do you remember right here, Post Your Hours? It's a shortcut to the Timesheet tab. You have more information about tracking your volunteer hours in the beginnings training. Basically, we're going to record our hours by entering a date range and the hours and minutes. Now that can be submitted daily, weekly, monthly, any fashion that you prefer. So you can do that once a month, at the end of the month, when we remind you, or you can do it throughout the month if you prefer it that way. Each time you work on Proverbs 31 material, you can go ahead and submit your hours then, and they will accumulate for your review. Note here, there's a link you can copy and paste into your browser for further instructions on how to track and submit your hours. Also on this tab, there will be a place to indicate you attended our latest Ministry All meeting. This particular field only allows you to enter a 0 or a 1. Enter a 1 if you listen to the meeting live or the recorded later. This option will stay on the page for about a month after the meeting. If you enter multiple hours, multiple times during the month, you only have to record your Ministry All meeting attendance once. In case you aren't sure if you have entered it or not, you can see your entries right down here. Lastly, the Account tab. This is where when you first logged in, you changed your password, and you can do that again at any time here on the Account tab. What else we would like you to complete is the message preferences. Email should already be defaulted right here. But if you only want to receive your information from us via email, you do not need to do anything else on this tab. However, if you would like to receive a text message notification each time we send you an email, we'd like you to fill out these 4 points here in the message preferences. Enter your mobile device number, your country, and then go ahead and click here. Email with text notifications. We do not want you to click none. Please, we need to be able to communicate with you. Please do not choose none. If you have some type of limitation where you cannot get email, we would ask that you speak to your team leader and make special arrangements, please. But do not click none here. It should default to email. If you want text notifications, go ahead and click Email with text notifications. Then simply fill out the specifics of when you want to receive these messages and your time zone. Read the terms and conditions and then click the box. And we do want to remind you that Volgistics uses 5-digit short codes for confirmation of text enrollment, so some providers may have fees to use those short codes with your phone, or you may require a special setup to use short codes. But do not worry, we always will send you an email for anything that goes out and you won't miss a thing. Text notifications is just an additional bonus if you choose to have that. Please read the information about possible data rates that may apply and how to stop the text notifications if you desire. So that's our quick review of the O-Team information. Please, again, we are happy to assist you in any way. If you have any questions in regard to this, please email us at obscommunications@gmail.com. And we look forward to serving with you alongside you. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us at the obscommunications@gmail.com. Have a blessed day.